south of Mexico City, Xochimilco Canals, a place of beauty and terrible secrets. It is here, shrouded in mist and legend, we find the Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls, a place where childhood mementos hang from trees. Their vacant eyes watch, always watch. The story begins with a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera. He was the caretaker of this eerie island. One day he found the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Stricken with grief and guilt, he hung her doll on a tree as a sign of respect. But that was just the beginning. Over the years, Don Julian became obsessed. He believed that the spirit of the girl was trapped on the island and that the dolls were possessed by her spirit. He began collecting dolls from the trash, from the canals, and even from the neighbors. Each doll was hung with care, creating a macabre collection that grew with each passing year. The island transformed into a haunting spectacle. Dolls of all shapes and sizes, some missing limbs, others with cracked faces, stared down from the trees. Their presence was unsettling, their eyes following every movement. The wind would rustle through their tattered clothes, creating an eerie symphony that echoed through the canals. Don Julian's dedication to the dolls became his life's work. He believed that by appeasing the spirit of the girl, he could protect the island from evil. Visitors who came to the island often left their own dolls, adding to the collection. Some claimed to hear whispers, others felt an inexplicable chill. The island's reputation grew, drawing curious souls and paranormal enthusiasts alike. In 2001, Don Julian was found dead in the same spot where he had discovered the girl's body decades earlier. His death only added to the island's mystique. Was it a coincidence, or had the spirits finally claimed him? The questions linger unanswered as the dolls continue to watch over the island. Today, Isla de las Muñecas stands as a testament to one man's devotion and the power of legend. It is a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. A place where the past is ever present and the dolls remain silent sentinels, guarding their secrets. The island of broken dreams, where the eyes of the dolls never close. The canals, once vibrant, are still here. Water laps against decaying boats. Trees choked with vines bear strange fruit. Dolls, hundreds of them, their limbs twisted, clothes tattered. Some are missing eyes, others, their heads. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by the rustle of wind and the feeling of being watched. These canals, now a shadow of their former selves, tell a story of abandonment and eerie beauty. Once bustling with life and activity, they now stand as a haunting reminder of a time long past. The water, once clear and inviting, is now murky and still, reflecting the decay that surrounds it. The boats, once symbols of adventure and exploration, are now mere skeletons of their former glory, slowly being reclaimed by nature. The trees that line the canal are no longer just trees. They have become something else entirely, transformed by the vines that choke them and the strange fruit they bear. These fruits are not the kind you would expect to see in a place like this. They are dolls, hundreds of them. Each one tells a story of its own, a story of loss, of abandonment, of forgotten memories. Their limbs are twisted, their clothes tattered. Some are missing eyes, others their heads. They hang from the trees like forgotten relics, adding to the eerie atmosphere of the place. The silence here is almost deafening. It hangs heavy in the air, broken only by the occasional rustle of the wind through the trees. It's a silence that speaks volumes, telling a story of a place that has been forgotten by time. And yet, despite the silence, there is a feeling of being watched. It's a feeling that is hard to shake, as if the dolls themselves are keeping an eye on anyone who dares to venture into their domain. This place, where nature sleeps, is a testament to the passage of time and the power of nature to reclaim what was once hers. It's a place that is both beautiful and haunting. A place that tells a story of a time long past and a future that is yet to come. It's a place that invites you to explore, to discover, and to reflect on the transient nature of life and the enduring power of nature. Don Julian Santana, a name whispered on the wind, he came to the island seeking solace, a hermit escaping the world, or so the stories say. He found something else, the dolls. He believed they held the spirit of a drowned girl. He began to hang them, protection, or perhaps a grim tribute. The island, known as La Isla de las Muñecas or the Island of the Dolls, is a place shrouded in mystery and eerie beauty. It is located in the Xochimilco Canals, south of Mexico City. The story goes that Don Julian found the body of a young girl who had drowned in the canal. Stricken with grief and guilt, he believed her spirit lingered on the island. To appease her spirit, Don Julian began collecting dolls from the trash and canals, hanging them in the trees and around his cabin. Over the years, the collection grew, and the island transformed into a macabre shrine. Each doll, with its own story and history, added to the island's haunting atmosphere. Some say the dolls move their heads and arms and even open their eyes. Today, the island is a popular tourist destination, drawing visitors from around the world who are fascinated by its dark history and eerie ambience. Guides recount the tale of Don Julian, who lived on the island for over 50 years, dedicated to his mission of protecting the spirit of the drowned girl. Don Julian passed away in 2001, but his legacy lives on. The island remains a testament to his devotion and the mysterious events that led him to create this unique and unsettling place. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, La Isla de las Muñecas continues to captivate and intrigue all who visit. The dolls, with their silent, watchful eyes, tell a story of sorrow, dedication, and the thin veil between the living and the dead. A girl, drowned in the canals, her toys washed ashore, or so the legend goes. Don Julian claimed to hear her, whispering, begging for peace. He offered the dolls, a bargain with the dead, but some whispers can never be silenced. Day and night the dolls watched, Don Julian growing old, the island slowly decaying. He swore they moved their heads, their limbs, that their expressions changed. Was it madness or the island's influence? No one can say for sure. Locals spoke of strange occurrences, lights seen on the island, whispers carried on the wind. Some felt a presence, cold, watchful, others a feeling of dread, as if the island itself were haunted. Don Julian died in 2001, drowned, in the same canals as the girl. Coincidence? Or the island's final cruel joke? Now the dolls remain, tending to the island, watching, waiting. Some say the island breathes again. Tourists flock to the island. Drawn by morbid curiosity, they bring more dolls, offerings, or perhaps appeasement. They take pictures, but few stay long. The island's silence, the watchful eyes, it gets under your skin. A haunting reminder. Some places hold on to their secrets. The island of the dolls, a place of sorrow, of unanswered questions. The wind whispers through the trees, carrying the laughter of children, or perhaps the cries of the lost. The dolls remain silent witnesses to whatever secrets the island still holds.